Ready! Let's go!
What to do, fighting game players? What to do, league players? What to do, anyone else that's just coming in to check us out? Recently, we got to play the 2XKO Alpha Lab, and we have a lot of impressions, a lot of things we kind of want to say about the game. With me, Darius, just like we had on our previous League of Legends video. If you haven't seen it,
Y'all boys
me,
and girls.
obviously expert that has hours and hours in League. Not really.
Eh,
Try to predict who's going to be on the base roster. I won't say how close we are to predicting anything from what we did. I'd say go check it out, see how you feel about it. But anywho, in this video, we're going to be telling you guys, the good, the bad, and the things we hope to see from the game. So right here we got Darius. What's poppin', Brody?
Y'all boys and girls. I
What's
hope everyone
poppin'?
had a great day. Been a great week for this Alpha Lab for sure.
Oh
There's a
yeah,
lot to talk
definitely.
about.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to talk about. I think, without further ado, let's get right into it. I think first things first, let's start with the good. Let's start positively.
Of course.
For me, I think the game feels great. The game feel
Amazing.
itself, move to move, match to match, just how the match flows. I really enjoy it. I like how it's structured, like how it works around. Matches just feel very fun. After that, I really like the combo structure. I think the game work. I think the game.
I could agree to some point, yes, and then other times I don't really like the combo structure. But for the most part, when you do the combos, they look good.
Yeah, I'll get my point out of the way. You just let me know what part you don't agree with. Because for me, I feel like the game kind of the moves itself flow into each other pretty well. If I'm popping up in the air, I feel like there's an obvious move to there's a few obvious moves to go into to continue the combo after that. I feel like the game sets things up for you very well, for you to go in and get a good amount of damage in.
So I kind of just realized what I don't like about the combo structure.
Mm-hmm.
I think I could compare it to the most to like maybe Graham Blue when I played that for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of like when you press your buttons, at least two moves are coming out. So like if you do your medium, you have like a medium 1 and a medium 2.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of assists you in your hit detection and realizing like, okay, I got a hit. And that's also something that kind of helps with like max ranging your attacks. When you hit at max range, sometimes I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I would not be able to connect my down heavy into a launcher, or even my heavy for that matter, with like Echo in specific. In those games, yeah, it gives you like one extra move at least. But in
Mm-hmm.
League, there's one medium button, one heavy button, and then you have your crouching buttons, which you can also add into your moves with the combos. But even with those moves in specific, it doesn't really help with the hit detection.
I guess I could see what you're saying, but personally, I don't think I've really felt that. As I was playing, I felt like and this is coming from someone who's usually I'm not really into tag fighters like that. It's gonna get to a point where we're gonna talk about this later. But there's insert motives. I don't. I guess my brain just doesn't work around the tag fire. It just doesn't feel right to me a lot of the time. But this game, it just kind of feels right. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I feel like I know what I'm getting into. I feel like I know what I have to do next. Right? When I do, I feel like I know how to run through neutral properly within the game.
Mhm.
But it's neither here nor there. I think after that, I think the character expression, and just the player expression itself, I think it's very, very well done. Each
Yeah.
character feels, different from the next, and even then, when I'm fighting your Darius, hi, look, your namesake. When I'm fighting your Darius,
Literally.
I feel like it's different from fighting my Darius or fighting some rando
Another
online's Darius.
person.
You know.
Yeah. And as a League player, the characters do live up to their base game or their original game counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
It's great, the comparison between the two.
So they
A
just
lot
kind
of
of
attention
feel
to
like
detail.
essentially how they felt in the original, just kind of like in a fighting game sense.
Not that they feel exactly the same, because League's point and click, so
Of
it's
course,
not
I
gonna
mean
really
obviously, but
feel the
I mean like
same.
game plan. I'm thinking like game plan wise.
But it's just like, no, like the things that they do in the fighting game,
Mm-hmm.
it makes sense for the characters. Like, oh, I could see Echo doing this. I could see Alawi doing that, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Braum doing like a whole charge punch into a wall bounce, even though he doesn't
Yeah.
have anything like that
Mm-hmm.
in League of Legends. But it's like, yeah, he has a giant shield and he's a giant fucking dude. Of course he could do
Of
that.
course he would do that. Yeah.
So things like that kind of just make sense.
For sure, for sure. But yeah, just I think they did it. Guys, if you're watching, you're doing a great job so far as far
Shout
as
out,
character and
shout
player
out.
expression. Again, back to game feel. Feels great. Everything looks great. Feels very nice. I think after that, I've mentioned this before. I'm not necessarily a tag fighter guy. That's not really what I do. Like I like playing Marvel. I like playing stuff like that, but typically I tend to go away from that. I feel like combos can be too long sometimes, including in block strings. That's just a tag fighter kind of thing. I mostly play Street Fighter. I mostly play, Tekken, Soul Calibur, stuff where like, hey, you get your moves in, you get your damage in, back to neutral. That's the kind of things I enjoy. I enjoy playing neutral. But
Yeah,
hopping into
like
this game, despite not even caring too much about like tag fighters, I really like it. It feels very nice. I think a big part of that is probably because it feels a lot more neutral heavy than most tag fighters do.
it's a lot slower pace.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
lot
lot
slower
slower pace
pace,
and
barely
a
any
lot.
air options as
Hmm.
well. So that also makes it more grounded.
Yeah, the movement isn't as like frantic because like the only one with like a proper like air dash is like Ari.
Exactly.
Outside of that, I think like Echo has like an air like jump.
He has this little hop.
Yeah, like a little hop, and I don't think anyone else has really anything.
They have like moves that stall them in the air, but like it's not
But
like Marvel 3 where
exactly,
characters are
exactly,
just jumping there and stall
zipping
flying
around back and forth.
and just plink dashing across the sky. Like this is not happening.
Yeah, but that's I don't know. For someone who doesn't like tag fighters, that's why I'm really enjoying about the game. I really like that. That's just a me personal thing, Darius. I know you love Marvel.
And the thing is, like Marvel and Power Rangers, Killer Instinct,
Mm-hmm.
those games have clearly longer combos than
Mm-hmm.
2XKO. And I've seen some people say that even MK1 has some pretty long combos compared to XKO.
I've
I
seen
will
it.
say that the combos are a decent length. I can't say that they're too long because I really don't feel it.
Uh
Dragon
huh.
Ball's combos are long,
Mm-hmm.
and those are worse to sit through than this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because another good thing about this game is that it has some pretty good defensive options. You have your
Mm-hmm.
backdash while you're in block stun,
Your
no
push block.
meter.
Mm-hmm.
You have a low and a medium high parry.
Mm-hmm.
Most characters in most games don't even have a parry, so that's also nice. You get the push block, you get the get up little spear that people do that knocks people
Mm-hmm.
away, and then you even have a burst to get out of a combo, which
Mm-hmm.
regens while you're getting hit. And with the combo length, you get it back if you get hit by like one or two combos.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of good defensive options to keep you in the game.
Mm-hmm. Understandable there. Understandable there. I don't know. Sometimes, like especially when me and you weren't playing, and I ran into some people. Sometimes I'm just kind of sitting there blocking. If I don't really have too much of an option, blocking, while blocking, like a burst or anything like that. I'm just kind of sitting there being like, okay, all right,
Hey, but if you got the meter, you can
all
push
right.
block them.
Hey, you can push block them. You can.
Push block them. If you see them running in with a stupid button, you can really
Yeah,
just
punish the
parry it.
ass, of
You can
course.
really just parry. And after
Mm-hmm.
parry, you can dash. It's dash
Mm-hmm.
cancelable. So you parry, dash in, free combo, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really had enough time to play the game, nor do I have a parry macro. So I really haven't been using my parry,
Mm-hmm.
but I've seen people utilize it and get out of situations that most people would assume you just have to hold. And you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to. You can parry it and get a free punish.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think after that, we were talking about online for a bit. Um, Online's really good.
Solid.
Online's very solid. I think there is room for improvement. In some respects, but I think overall, I think the online it's been pretty flawless. I've had a
I
few
really haven't
hiccups.
had
Again, I've had a
issues.
few hiccups here and there. But like overall, like the online's just been worked very, very smoothly. My stuff comes out, well, responsive. I'm pretty cool with it. After that, the fuse system. Big fan of the fuse system. That goes into like another point I also want to make. I feel like we've only scratched the surface of this game because there's some fuses
Hmm.
we don't even like. We haven't really tapped into like what they can really do. Specifically, the
Exactly.
freestyle fuse. You know,
Freestyle's so good. That's probably my favorite.
freestyles are very fun. My favorite Darius. I love that double down, the double down fuse.
Yeah, we could talk about that in the cons. You could save
Oh,
that one
trust me,
for the
I know you're
cons.
gonna want to talk about it. But stuff with double down fuse, freestyle allows you for insane setups.
Insane
Um,
setup mix-up options.
yeah,
Yes.
back to like the block. Oh, what's it called? The blocking and block strings. Jesus Christ, Darius here thought of a wonderful one. With Echo and Darius and geez, I just a lot of times I'm like, man, I feel like I just kind of have to hold this sometimes,
It's tough to get out of.
or just guess. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot more to take in. We're not even talking about Fury. We're not talking about like 2x assist and stuff like that. Like there's just so many options that the fuse system allows. That's what I really enjoy about it. And I think last and last thing I'm really want to talk about is just duos. Duos is fun. I like the whole aspect of like, okay, your partner's just controlling everything instead of you're the one that's calling them there. In
Yeah.
certain circumstances, because some certain say you can force them out. Darius has done it to me, like, okay, it's your turn, Jabari, and I'm just like, huh?
Yeah, once you get like really in tune with the duo, it's great. If you're new
Hmm.
to the game and you have the option to play with the duo, it's the best option because you can really just play with that person so that you don't have to worry about the assist. And
Hmm.
as you're playing, you can really learn like
Yeah, I
how you
recommend
can
it.
use the
Yeah.
assist and how you can properly utilize it when you're playing solo.
Hmm. I also think it also helps, if you're with someone that's like really into fighting games and stuff like that. Just being in the duo, like you said, just sitting, learning, helping when you can, and learning the situations to get into, and it helps you just get into the game a lot more. From there, just full learning experience.
Most definitely.
Okay, so that was the good. Now we get into what we feel like needs some work. Let's get into the bad. I mentioned earlier, this is a personal thing for me. Um, just with tag fighters. And you say it doesn't feel long. Sometimes I'm sitting there for like especially with you and those echo combos, bro. I'm just kind of sitting there like, all right. Let me just sit here. Let me hold this. He already caught me. I don't have any bursts. So let me sit here and watch this movie real quick. There goes the assist, extending the combo. Let's go. Like it's not as long as like as a Marvel. I'd say that, but also attribute that to like, for one, we have 6 characters and we have only had like 5 days, five, seven
Exactly.
days to like really delve into this. So we haven't even gotten as ridiculous as we can, and neither of us play Ari. And that
We have
woman can
not
extend the combo for at least a couple days,
for the
at
entire
least from what I
game.
experienced, from what I've
You
experienced.
you'll get comboed, probably get spun out, get reset, and then just get chipped to death.
So like, it's just it feels like a lot sometimes. This is just, again, just a personal thing for me. Um, but yeah, that's one thing that really I'm not feeling too much on. After that, I don't think the game is very newcomer friendly.
Yeah. For all we've said so far about the game and new players like being able to play duos with people,
Hmm.
the in-game assistance is non-existent.
Yeah, especially if we want to talk about the tutorial, it is as
Bare
bare bones
bones.
as you can possibly get.
Press forward to walk. Double click back to backdash. That's it.
That's it. You know, this is your assist. That's it. Now there is a lot of mechanics within it that they do not tell you about. I remember them telling me about push blocking. Did they?
I don't think they went over any. I think they did
Don't quote
parries.
me on that. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
I think they did parries. They
Hmm.
might have did push block. They
They definitely didn't do
showed
last stand.
assists, but they didn't say anything about last stand.
Hmm.
It's just like makes no sense. I don't think it even really explained anti-airing as much, which you're down heavy,
Hmm.
things like that.
Just certain situations, like it lacks telling you about situational awareness. If you're hopping into like if this is your first fighter, if you're coming from League, and this is the first fighter because you just want to play as, you know, Ari or something, it's not gonna tell you, okay, hey, pressure like diagonal down, um, heavy or something like that. So like, okay, catch them in the air, or even just do the little tag launcher to catch them, or jump like that. I think another thing that's an issue is on top of the tutorial just kind of being weird. I think the game is something that definitely needs like a character tutorial.
Almost definitely. Hopefully that comes
Hmm.
out.
Yeah,
Hopefully
hopefully that
that
comes
could be
with
in the
it.
wishes. We wish that there's the potential for that. For
For
sure.
sure. But like I think it's something that's sorely needed, especially for if you're bringing in new characters, what's it called, new players in, especially from League, and they just want to come in and they want to play freaking they just want to play Echo. Give them a guideline to get there, and like try to set up, like make some like fun little setups for them to like try out,
Yeah, it almost
and then.
feels like they relied too much. Not really relied too much, but they kind of just expected the community to help out all the new players.
Hmm.
And they're more so like, oh, if somebody wanted to learn how to play these characters, they just go on Sonic Fox's Twitch and he plays them all the time. They can learn like that instead of just having it in the game. Because like
Hmm.
if a person's coming from League of Legends to 2XKO, like what makes you think that they know Sonic Fox or who
Hmm.
Leffen is? Like
Hmm.
they have no exposure to the fighting game community.
Hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. It's just it needs to be that needs to be done a lot better. It needs to be done way better. Shit, freaking like a combo challenge or something like that. Just something to help guide new players in to the experience, because we want this game to be successful, and that's just gonna be another step to helping us get there.
Exactly.
I think another thing that also kind of goes into that, what makes me feel like it's not too character friendly. I feel like there's a lot of buttons in the game, personally. Um, what's it called? Because let's see, you got your light, medium, heavy. You got your assist button that calls out your assist, and then you got to press left or right to call out assist one or assist two. Then you can just press the button to do the big ol' um
Yeah.
anti-air assist and bring them out to switch. Then on top of that, you got the parry button, and then beyond that you have the little unique moves with each character,
Yeah.
which
Grab
adds even more
button.
stuff on top of that.
You need a dash macro,
You need a dash macro for sure.
especially if you're
So,
not playing on a arcade stick or pad or a hitbox. If you're playing on a pad, you
mhm.
definitely need a dash macro.
Yeah, so it's just kind of, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, especially when you're putting together your combos and stuff like that. So sometimes like what movies. I remember mentioning combos kind of flow like
Mhm.
together. Like you just kind of know what's probably the best move to go to next. Sometimes it's just a lot to do at once. Is that obviously with fighting games, it takes time to learn combos and stuff like that. But it gets a lot of move spaghetti,
Yeah,
at times.
it's kind of weird because it's like that, but then the buttons don't really have many. Like, there's not many buttons attached to it. Like some
Hmm.
characters have their S1, and there's two specials attached to it. Then you go to their S2, another two specials attached to it. Like, it kind of feels uneven for sure.
Yeah, it gets weird sometimes. That's one thing that kind of irks me a little bit.
Maybe an option for like normal settings. So like I can do the quarter circle forward. I could do a back forward to the special. Like that would, as an option, would be cool as well. Not having it at all kind of just seems,
Yeah,
funky.
a little strange, huh? But yeah, so we have that. Here's your part, Darius. The scaling. Tell us your love. Tell us about your love of Double Down.
So it's like people complain about the combos being too long, but then I complain that the damage is too high. So it's a weird in between there of where they should meet, but it's just like, for me at least, especially when it comes to Double Down, the scaling on some moves kind of just seem non-existent. You get Darius command grab into his level 1 into an Alawi level 1, and that's 75% of your health completely
Depending on character,
gone.
yeah.
Blasted your character wide open. And you can fight for your life for the first 10 seconds of the game. But once you get grabbed, once you get hard knockdown, it doesn't even have to be the grab. That is 50% to 75% of your life completely gone. And it makes 0 sense. Like, I appreciate the Double Down, but please just scale it a little bit. Like, dang, like that's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
It is. You're burning 2 bars, but like,
You're just burning 2 bars, and you're doing more damage than level 3s for characters, and it's just like, what?
It gets a little crazy. I'm not even stopping there. I can definitely do the level Darius' level 1 into level 3.
Exactly. Like,
if I wanted, I can get even more damage if I really wanted to.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
not even just
not even
down,
that. I know
like,
I know in some
damage.
situations. I know the I don't know if it's just Ari's little Vegeta assist or whatever that she has going on. Yeah, I know that one. The scaling is glitched or something like that. I don't know if it's a universal thing with the game, but sometimes it gets a little weird. Another thing I did want to mention, I forgot to mention when we were talking about the length of combos, is the touch of deaths. It is a thing, and I know it is a team fighter thing. It is a team fighter thing. But like, goddamn.
Yes.
It's a little rough.
They're getting touch of deaths, not even using their assists.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Just like, in Marvel, if you're trying to get a TOD, you're using your assists. In Dragon Ball, you're trying to get a TOD, you're using your assists if you're not the last character in the game, because that's the only time you're doing complete TODs.
You're using your resources.
You're using resources for it. But these characters in 2XKO, they
cracked.
just combo you, and then either just level 3 you at the end and you die, or they do like 2 level 1s and you're just dead, and it's just like, why?
Yeah. So I don't know. That needs to be worked on as well. I think the last thing, but one thing that just kind of annoyed both of us is you can't do a proper happy birthday in this game. I just want to explain what a happy birthday is.
So a happy birthday is when you're in neutral, you're playing the game, and the person you're playing against calls out an assist, and as they call it out, you're able to catch them with a hit. So you end up hitting both the assist and the player. That's called a happy birthday. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have a Merry Christmas because it needs to be a 3-player game for that, but we got some happy birthdays. And you're supposed to be able to just kill either the assist first and then continue the combo and kill the main character, kill them both at the same time, or if you kill the main character first, you're usually allowed to combo the assist character still until you drop the combo. But in this game, if you kill the main character first and you still have the assist and hit stun, the game will just reset and bring that assist character out. And it's just like, I don't get it.
I think even with like, especially with the round system, you know, I think that should be okay.
I think it should be okay. And then there's also been a couple of times where like I'm hitting a person and in the middle of hitting them, they're still able to call the assist and then tag out. So like they're the ones that are low. They're on point. They call the assist, switch out, and as they switch out, I'm able to kill them. And it would like, do the whole freeze frame like the person died. But like you wouldn't even realize that they switched places. So the game would continue, and you're just like, wait, we were both just standing here for 5 seconds. And like we didn't realize you switched. And this happened multiple times.
Yeah. I think outside of that, the only thing else that that's a bad is just I just want more. And that's not an issue. That's not even that bad of an issue. It's a very good thing that I just want more from this game. Definitely. I'm playing in them as I'm playing. I'm like, I just want more. I want more characters. I want to delve deeper into this game. We just want more. We just want more, and that's honestly a good issue to have. I think jumping from that point, let's get to the hopeful. What we're hoping to get from this game, in the long run, when it finally releases and everything like that. I think the number one thing I'm looking forward to. This is again bringing in new players and everything like that. I want an expansive like single player content. Like I'm not asking for like a freaking like 20-part story and everything like that. We don't need all that. At least like give us thing where like kind of like in multiverses. If anyone's ever played it, when you play the game, they have a bunch of like rifts where you go in and you do like these trials. As you get through the trials, you get to the end, and you get a reward, whether that be like a new skin, or it could be like something for your avatar or something like that. Give people that maybe aren't like, they're not trying to hop online, get clapped up, get TOD'd every 3 seconds. They just want to hop in and play Echo, play Jinx because they like Arcane. Let that be their main team and just go through a little arcade mode and get like freaking a schoolgirl Jinx or some shit at the end.
Academia Jinx.
It's a thing.
It's a skin line, Battle Academia, but I don't know if they have a Jinx skin for it.
I just chose that. I'll just randomly. Cool. But yeah, just give them some stuff to do. Some fun stuff. A nice little arcade mode. If you want to do a story, sure, knock yourself out. But give them something. That's what I'm looking forward to. On top of that, just you're doing great with the character expression already. Just bring more characters in. Specifically, I'm looking for my girl Senna. Please
shout out.
Put her in. I don't know much about this game. About to research that last video. I want Senna in the game. Put my girl Senna in the game, bro. Put her in the game.
Wow.
Put her in the game. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. But yeah, just more unique characters, unique play styles for us to like mess around with. Again, the game is so deep already. Just making it deeper with different archetypes is just gonna make it even better. I want the roster to grow relatively expansively. I think 2 characters per season sounds about right.
And even then, that sounds like barely any, because there's like 130 something.
There's like a billion characters in this game, but I know it takes a while to make a fighting game character. But I think 2 characters, because it's a tag team game, it should do that. And hell, 2 characters, let it come with a fuse every couple seasons too, to keep things fresh.
Definitely add some new fuses.
Add new fuses to keep things different, keep things going. So fast growing roster, that's one thing I want. Darius, anything for you?
I definitely have a lot of wishes for things that only dedicated League players would appreciate, like also more maps. I assume that's gonna happen as well. I'd love to see a map of the Summoner's Rift, which is the map that the MOBAs played on, where like the towers are and the minions. Having a map like that would be nice, and League players would definitely appreciate that. Some type of cross progression between 2X KO and League, like, hey, we see you play League of Legends and your highest rank is Platinum, So for each character, we added additional color skins for like each rank, and whatever rank you achieved over there, you can unlock them all for your characters.
Like something
Something like that would be
if
nice.
you're platinum, you get like platinum Darius.
Yeah, like a platinum Darius, you get like all the skins. So you get platinum and
Mm-hmm.
below. So you get the
Oh, okay.
platinum skin, the gold skin, the silver skin,
Bronze.
bronze, and then if iron even deserves the skin, iron, but it doesn't deserve
It
one.
could look
So that's
gas.
why
It could look gas. It could look gas.
it's gonna look like bronze.
I don't know.
So that would be nice. Uh, Definitely once more characters get added into the game later on in the seasons, I would like to see a 3-on-3 version of the game
Because
as
he
well
moves.
as a 1-on-1,
Mm-hmm.
but primarily a 3-on-3. And then with that, you could just like take away the fuses because it's more so for team tag, 2-on-2 tag for with the fuses. 3-on-3, no fuses would be cool. Even if it's a limited time game mode, but even if it was limited time, people would complain that it would come back until it comes back. And yeah, and that's really all my wishes for right now. I think that they're on the right track for sure.
I think there's only like one more wish that I have. And that's just I want this to be a gateway for new fighting game players. You know,
Most definitely.
I want them to hop in this and like really see how cool fighting games are. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, yeah, it is a lot of work, but like it's one of the most rewarding genres in gaming. Like once you hit that combo you've been working on in a game, oh my god, it hits. It hits so hard. It feels so
It's like
good.
landing your first pentakill in a game of League.
There we go. It feels very good. It feels very rewarding. That first win, going up the ranks like that. You guys already know about going up the ranks. If you know about that.
No,
But you
definitely.
you see yourself getting better, and like it's a very rewarding feeling. It's a very rewarding feeling. I think if that's anything else you want to say?
No. Oh, one more thing. When it comes to the majority of the skins in this game, we need to see skins that already exist within League for these characters. It will be such a shame if they dedicated all their time to completely new skins. Like, a couple new skins would be nice. Like, sure, go ahead if you want to go crazy, go crazy. But like, these characters are beloved characters from a game that has existed for years. You're pulling from that player base, so don't just let the base skins of these characters be the only skins from the original game.
Mm-hmm.
Get them the project skins. You know, everyone loves some robots.
Mm-hmm.
Get Echo once it comes Halloween time. Get Echo his trick or treat skin. Make it some type of challenging thing to unlock it. You know, make him do some solo play for it or something. I don't know.
Of course,
Just
we're gonna get
incorporate that.
Christmas Senna. You know, once Christmas rolls around, because you know you guys are gonna put Senna in the game.
Eventually.
Yeah, she better get in. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think with that, that's the good, that's the bad, that's the hopeful. That's how we're feeling with the game. I want to hear from you guys. How if you were able to play with, or if you were able to play the alpha, how do you feel about the alpha? What do you like about it? What you dislike about it? What are you hoping to see in the future? There's a point that we made that you guys did not agree with, or you guys really agreed with it. We want to know about that as well. You know, leave a comment. Hey, let's chat about it. We're hoping the best from this game. To SKO devs, if you're watching, you guys are doing a fantastic job so far. You know, and I especially like how responsive you guys are with a lot of the complaints. You know, you guys came up with a video like not even like way before the alpha even finished. You know, just talking about it. You guys are very responsive. I really appreciate that. That goes a long way.
Last thing that we need to see once this game launches and they're doing like their promotion and stuff, we have to see Faker playing this game. Faker is the Goichi of League of Legends. He's the GOAT of League. So if we were to have like a little set of Faker playing against Goichi, playing against Sonic Fox, maybe he's on a team with one of them, that's how you
Just a league
really
player
don't
and a
drum
fighting
up
game player playing against
the
another
two
set.
goats.
Yeah.
The two goats playing fighting games. Like that would be an amazing sight.
Oh, give us Chris G against somebody. He's
Oh,
already
Chris
a tag
G.
fighter. Might as well.
Man, I already know he playing Ari too. Man, Chris, I know you playing Ari.
But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You know, as always, get your money up.
Not your funny up.
There we go. See ya.
Ready! Let's go! Indomitable! Ilaoi wins!